from over there, Hoppy.
Sounds like trouble. Come on.
Hold it. We're heading for home, not looking for trouble.
Probably someone chasing a jackrabbit.
Huh, pretty big jackrabbit. Help me! Help!
Hold that kid!
Much obliged. I'm Dan Morgan of the Crosby outfit. Get out that horse.
Wait a minute. What's the trouble?
I don't know if it's any of your business, mister, but the trouble's rustling. This kid and his Indian gang just ran off a herd of lazy L beef.
That is a lie, senor. Those men were not my people.
Who were they then?
I don't know.
He's lying about it. We just saw him acting as lookout for them.
No, I was on my way to town. I heard the noise and stopped to watch. I swear to you.
Stop your lying. Get him, Kane.
Stay where you are.
What's the idea? That kid's as dangerous as a rattlesnake.
Then why not let the law handle him? All you have to do is swear out a warrant and the marshal will do the rest.
That's fair enough, Dan.
I guess you're right.
You know, them ghost Indians been raiding us plenty lately. The marshal can tell you that.
What do you mean by ghost Indian?
Well, that's what we call them. Nobody ever gets a good look at them. They just hit and disappear back up in there somewhere.
Hey, what's this thing?
Oh, that's mine. I picked it up after one of the Indian raids.
Well, that's a carved stone amulet.
They're always dropping stuff like that. In fact, that's how we know it's them that's causing all this trouble.
Well, why don't the ranchers go up and chase them out?
We tried that. That's rough country up in there. Every time we do, we lose a trail.
Come on, hurry up, Kane.
We've trailed rougher country than that, Hoppy.
Sure we have. We could find them easily.
Maybe you two would-be detectives will get a chance to look for him after we talk to the marshal.
What?
Did you get that Indian kid? No, we had him, but he got away.
Anyway, he didn't get close enough to you boys to find out anything.
Well, that's good. Just the same, we're going into town to keep an eye open.
Well, Morgan show up yet?
No, he didn't, Marshal, and I don't expect him to. After all, those stolen cattle weren't his.
Whose were they?
He said they belonged to the Lazy L. His outfit's the Cross D, isn't it?
Yeah. No wonder he didn't show up.
Then what are we hanging around here for?
No reason at all, as far as I can see. Why don't you two go find us some food before we start out again?
Food? Why, sure. Ain't you coming?
I'll be right with you. Say, Marshal, what do you know about these ghost Indians?
Mighty little, except they've always stayed to themselves up yonder and acted peaceable. Till Morgan come to this district.
Morgan? Maybe he stirred them up.
Well, that's my private idea. I don't talk it around. This Morgan's a mite touchy.
I see what you mean. Thanks, Marshal.
No, don't care for the looks of that place. See, there's a fella to tell us. Hey, fella! Hey, where's the best place to eat around here?
Oh, I don't know. I do my own cooking.
Oh. Say, let me give you a hand. No, I don't need any help. Oh, sure you do.
Yeah, just kind of heavy.
Oh, I'll get under it. There. Say, you ever make raspberry pie?
Best in the West.
You do, huh? Say,
Oh, you clumsy yak should drop that on my foot, and I think you done it on purpose.
What's going on?
He made me drop Doc Harmon's specimen case.
Doc Harmon?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think I can swear it. If there's any damage done, the doctor's an old friend of mine.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
Where is the doctor?
Oh, down the street there somewhere, checking on supplies.
Now I'll help.
Oh, come on. I'll be glad to see Doc Harmon again. I was on an expedition with him once.
You was, eh?
What does Doc Harmon do?
He's a famous archaeologist.
What?
Archaeologist. He studies ancient ruins.
You mean like,
Oh, no, not that kind of a ruin.
I'll bet the old fuddy-duddy's a ruin himself.
Everything checking, Dr. Harmon?
Thank you, Red. That's just fine. Hello, Mr. Cassidy. I'm Sue Harmon. Don't you remember me?
Oh, of course. I didn't recognize you at first.
I'm not a bit surprised. Nobody ever looks at an old fuddy-duddy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Oh,
Hoppy.
she'll forgive you. won't you, Sue?
I really shouldn't.
Oh, Dr. Harmon, may I present my two friends? This is California Carlson and Lucky Jenkins.
How do you do?
Well, not a bit well so far.
Give him time. Give him time.
Where's your father?
Dad isn't with us. He hasn't been very well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You mean you're going on this expedition without him?
Well, it's quite important that this research work be completed at once.
But I thought you could look for relics any time.
Ordinarily, yes, but this trip is different. You see, it may prove Dad's pet theory that the Talmic Indians we're searching for are actually the last of the Aztecs who were driven from Mexico by Cortez.
Well, I know, but couldn't you have waited?
Mm-mm. We must be the first ones to bring back the proof.
Oh, I see.
Is Dr. Harmon okayed the list? Yes, sir. Everything loaded? Just about, sir.
Oh, Dr. Atwood. I want to meet Mr. Cassidy, an old friend of Dad's.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
Did you know about this expedition?
Why, no. We just happened to meet Miss Harmon and saw your wagon. Why do you ask?
Nothing, really. You see, we're a little proud of the historical discovery we expect to make, and we don't want anyone to beat us to it.
Ranching is my business, Dr. Atwood.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Jose! You finally got here. We were beginning to worry about you.
You want to be the guide, Jose?
Yes, senor. I take these good people to the ancient home of my tribe.
Oh, so you know Jose.
Senor Cassidy is my good friend. I owe him my life.
Well, where's that map you promised us?
It is here, Doctor. It is a very difficult road, but it takes you around to the Morgan Ranch.
That's what we want.
Hold that Indian rustler.
Wait a minute.
You keep out of this.
Wait a minute. Oh, why?
All right, mister. But let me tell you something, Atwood. You ain't gonna cross my ranch to get to that Indian country.
You're wrong, Mr. Morgan. There's another road, and we intend to take
There
it.
ain't no other road. And besides, the Indians will wipe you out.
We leave at daybreak tomorrow.
All right. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, after that little bit of exercise, I'm hungry. It looks like a good place.
Oh, it is.
Go.
Hello, my sister. What brings you here?
I warned you the white men were not to be trusted. Come quickly. I will take you home to our people.
Okay. Jose, wait a minute. Oh. Jose, you can... Now, hold it. Hold it! Oh. Hoppy! Look it! Hoppy!
Hey, we're over here. What's the matter?
Scalped. Knife in my hand.
Ah, wait a minute. You're all right.
I am.
How did this happen?
An Indian gal on a horse throwed it at me.
Indian girl?
Yeah, then she picked up Jose and rode off with him.
Well, look at this blade and the carving on the handle.
The symbol of the Talmic war god.
It proves your father's theory that the people in Skull Canyon are Talmics and direct descendants of the Aztecs.
That handle looks like gold.
It is.
Maybe this antique stuff is worth more than you think.
Oh, we're not interested in things of monetary value, are we, Doctor?
Of course not. It's for historical data.
What's this momentary stuff they ain't interested in?
It means they don't want to make money out of the expedition.
They don't. These archaeologists are plumb crazy.
Excuse me, Dr. Atwood, the supply wagon's just coming in. Oh, thank you, Red. If you'll pardon me.
Oh, hey, Doc, give me. I'll give to Jose. You know, Hoppy, I'm still nervous. I could do with a little stimulation.
There's some coffee there. Help yourself. You know, Morgan may be right. Those Indians might be dangerous.
Oh, you bet they're dangerous. How many men do you have with your wagons?
4 and Dr. Atwood.
You'll need more than that in case of trouble.
Perhaps you're right, but what can I do about it now? Unless
Unless what, Sue?
you'll come with us.
Well, it's all right with me. That is, if I can talk Lucky into it.
Oh, sure. Gee, Hoppy, I had no idea you'd agree for us to travel with him.
No, I know that was the farthest thing from your mind.
Thanks, Hoppy.
Well, Dr. Harmon, everything's ready. I don't think I'll see you gentlemen again.
Oh, yes, you will. Mr. Cassidy's going with us.
Going with us for what?
Protection.
We'll be glad to help. You might have a little interference from those Indians.
Very well. But keep in mind, I'm running the expedition.
I understand, Doctor.
See you in the morning.
Go. I never saw a man get mad because you want to protect him.
Maybe that isn't what he's upset about.
Over there is called Box, and the one east is Skull Canyon.
Skull Canyon? The name gives me the key.
I'm ready.
What is this? Come out from behind there. We know you.
Huh? Don't we archaeologize, too?
You'll have plenty of time to do some digging later.
Yes, after we get settled down, do some guard duty.
Quit stalling and get to work.
I didn't give any orders about posting guards.
Well, that's strange. I thought you did.
Well, do you think it's necessary?
You're the boss, Doctor.
Well, very well. We'll post guards, and I'll give orders that no one's to leave the camp after dark.
Good enough.
We're camped right in front of Box Canyon.
Good thing you got them lazy old cows up in there yesterday.
Yeah, kind of a narrow squeak at that.
Well, they're still in East Meadow.
What? I told you never to leave any stock here but our own brand.
Well, I figured they'd be safe for a couple of days.
So we're stuck with them. And that Indian kid's still running loose. Maybe telling Cassidy.
Cassidy's with the expedition.
You don't say.
Right under our noses.
Yeah, right where them big bad ghost Indians can pick him off.
Not an Injun in sight, Hoppy. Not even a lonesome jackrabbit to shoot at. What a place.
Might be different tonight. You know how Indians operate.
Do I? Huh. Mine once, Hoppy, I was scouting the Black Hills with Custer. Yes, sir.
Food.
Excuse me.
out of that.
I'll get out of here, but before I go, I want to tell you that is the best chicken stew I ever tasted.
Well, some more.
You don't mind?
No.
Well, thanks.
You like it?
I like it. By the taste, I'd say Rhode Island red, huh?
No.
No?
Texas Diamondback.
Rattlesnake?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Rattlesnake.
You mean he bit you?
No. He didn't bite me. I bit him.
Oh, something new. Man bites snake.
Yeah. No. The cook cooked him and I ate him.
Oh, Pete's fooling you. That isn't rattlesnake.
It ain't.
No.
Doggone him. Doggone him.
Feel better, though.
What did you find?
A wonderful piece of old pottery. Look.
Wonderful? Well, I guess I'll have to take your word for it.
Looks like a piece of an old broken flower pot to me.
Sure does. Hey, that's the same design that's on that knife California has.
Certainly. It's a Talmud design. Father will be so glad to hear we found it.
That old piece of pottery?
Well, of course. It means we found a link to their history, how they lived and where.
Well, you better get this off to your father before it gets lost.
I'll have Dr. Atwood catalog it and send it to Dad right away.
Hey, what are you doing here?
My grandfather, high priest of the Talmud, sends word that you must take these people away from here.
Well, you go back and tell him they're not doing any harm.
He says they come to plunder our ancient burial places.
Oh, he's wrong about that. These people are scientists. They're searching for history, not treasure.
I know, and I want my people to like the white man. But my grandfather...
I'd like to talk to him.
He's not far away. I will take you.
Good. I'll be back as soon as I get my horse.
I know Dad will be delighted to see it.
I'm sure he will. I'll send it off tomorrow.
Doctor?
Where'd you get this?
That fella California's tent.
Well, just say nothing about it. Actually, things like this belong to the expedition. He has no right to it.
That's what I thought. It looked kind of valuable. Well, that reminds me. I just saw an Indian kid talking with Hoppy.
Thanks, Red.
Seems sort of funny, that's all.
Grandfather Xeoli, this is Cassidy.
I come as a friend of your people.
The burial grounds of my people have been robbed many times.
Why should anyone do that?
It is our custom to bury our warrior's riches with him. His gold and precious ornaments, his favorite spear and dagger. There is great wealth in our high burial caves.
And it'll stay there as far as this expedition is concerned.
If Cassidy says it is so, you can believe him.
You can depend on it. There'll be no looting by us.
I pledge my life on it, Grandfather, by the sacred fire of Tlacan.
Now, wait a minute, Jose. That sounds pretty grim.
The oath has been given. It cannot be taken back. Come, Jose. We go in peace.
There's Cassidy alone.
We're in luck. sure. Leave that spear. Come on.
You all right, Hoppy? Yeah, I'm all right.
Who was it?
I don't know.
I'll bet it's them Indians. We gotta clip their wings.
I heard a shot. More Indians from Skull Canyon?
I'll have to look around before I answer that.
Oh, what a mean-looking weapon.
They forgot it.
I don't think so.
What are you looking for?
The first time I ever saw Indians ride horses that were shod.
What do you gather from that?
But they were white men, and they left this to fool us.
Well, that's ridiculous. You're trying to shield those Indians.
Well, why should I? I just made a deal with the Talmud chief to let us alone, and I know they'll do it.
But why would white men masquerade and attack us?
Because they've been rustling cattle and blaming it on the Indians.
Well, it sounds fantastic.
It is, but...
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what Hoppy says makes sense.
Well, it does to me. You remember those Indians Morgan talked about with the lazy L?
Sure.
Yes, and he didn't meet us at the marshal's office that day.
He never intended to. Those so-called Indians were his men.
Well, that's a pretty serious charge in this part of the country, isn't it?
Well, they only hang them for it. I'm going to report this to the marshal.
Well, of course, I don't want to stop you, but, well, we may have more trouble tonight, and I'll be here...
Sure, Hoppy, we can go into town tomorrow.
Well, maybe I had better wait.
Thanks. I'll feel a lot safer with you here.
Well, we got Cassidy.
You sure?
Yeah, we saw him fall.
Good. They'll be a lot easier to handle with him out of the way.
What's our next move?
Get on over the Lazy L herd. I'll let you know how soon you can move them to Buck's Canyon.
All right.
Get off my place, Atwood.
Want to have a talk with you, Morgan?
We ain't got nothing to talk about, now get.
I just heard a rumor that some white men were posing as Indians and stealing cattle.
You hear a lot of things, but proving them something else.
Oh, there's proof enough, all right. I just left Hopalong Cassidy, and he's going in to see the U.S. Marshal about it in the morning.
Cassidy, why, how can
Mosey on over to the herd and take care of that job we were just talking about. You too, Clem. All right, now talk.
Morgan, you and your men are stealing cattle and blaming it on the Indians.
Go on.
Well, I hear you can hang for that.
Knowing all that, why do you come over here?
I want you to see that I get up to the Indian caves first and alone. I have a map given to me by that Indian boy.
Oh, you want to be the first one to make those scientific discoveries, eh, Doctor?
Yes, it's quite an honor.
Honor? What else?
This.
Say, that's gold.
Yes, solid gold. If Dr. Harmon gets to the caves at the same time that I do, all the relics will go to the museum. But if I get there first...
Yeah, it'd be a shame for all that gold to be locked up in some musty old museum, wouldn't it, eh, Doctor?
Oh, yes. Do we understand each other thoroughly?
50-50 split.
Agreed. Now, your first move is to keep them from getting any further and get rid of Cassidy.
Not a bad idea.
By the way, Mr. Morgan, don't try any double-cross. Remember, I know as much about those stolen cattle as Cassidy does.
Well, forget it. I'll be seeing you this evening. And you better get under cover, because when I get there, there'll not be any tea party.
I'll be expecting you. We'll leave for the caves the first thing in the morning. Oh, I almost forgot. My knife.
Yeah, you did almost forget, didn't you?
Yes, thank you.
There was guns to the right of me, guns to the left of me, guns in front of me.
What was behind you?
General Grant was behind me.
The general always stood behind California, away behind it.
Thank you, Hoppy. So I says to the general, I says, General, this ain't no way to run a war.
What did he say?
He says, California, war is... He says,
Sure, California. Tell her what the general said.
he agreed with me, as he always did.
Oh, I knew he'd agree with you.
Now, how come you're so smart? You wasn't there?
Neither were you.
Well...
What's an Indian raid? Get behind these rocks. Not to shoot.
But why?
Because I don't know whether they're Morgan's men or Indians. Get him into the tent. Get that fire out. Funny looking war paint for an Indian to be wearing.
Race with color.
Just when I thought they were white men. Listen. They're moving that lazy L herd.
Yeah, too bad we're busy here.
So that's why they pulled this fake raid.
Mr. Cassidy.
Where have you been?
I was in my tent until the Indians set fire to it. I ran out and hid behind those rocks over there.
Your assistant has been killed.
Red killed? That settles it. Dr. Harmon, we're giving up the expedition for the time being. I refuse to let you take any more risks.
What do you think, Hoppy?
Oh, this hardly concerns Mr. Cassidy. You're my responsibility. We'll break camp at daylight and start back to town.
I think the doctor's right, Sue, but I wouldn't worry about it. You can make another try after things settle down.
I suggest we all get some rest if we can.
It's a good idea.
And I'm really grateful to you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Hoppy.
Good night, Sue.
Good night. It's a shame to see all their ambition ruined like this.
Yeah. You know, there's something funny going on here.
What you mean, Hoppy?
I saw him leave his tent before that raid started.
What?
We'd like to ride a ways with you, but we can get back to the bar 20 quicker from here.
Oh, it won't be long before we leave.
We'll be safe now, and thanks for everything.
If it was up to me, I'd see this through.
Hoppy, I feel that way, too.
Oh, Dr. Atwood's right. Well, goodbye, and give your father my best.
This way is best. It was very dangerous.
Yeah, I'm sorry it turned out this way.
Well, goodbye.
Good traveling.
Bye, Miss Sue.
I have some packing to finish.
So have I. Pete.
Yeah.
Have you seen a gold-handled knife anyplace?
No, I haven't. Did you lose one?
Well, I'm sure I had it.
Oh, you probably laid it down somewhere.
Oh, thanks, Pete.
Hoppy talked down, see. He just said, all right, goodbye, and let Atwood get away with it.
Where'd you get the knife?
Oh, this? Found it.
Ah, found it.
What are you two buzzing about?
Nothing, Hoppy. But we sure would like to have gone along with him.
He means her.
Looks like they're getting ready to pull out.
It does. You know, I might have been wrong, but I thought Atwood was up to something. So did Sue.
You mean she knew?
Sure.
Now, darn it, what is this, a guessing game or something? She knows what?
I told Sue we weren't really leaving.
And I thought she was glad to get rid of me.
Oh, that could be.
It looks like a tie-up between Atwood and Morgan.
Bosom buddies, by golly.
Hello, Morgan.
It's an outrage. We ranchers had enough trouble from these Indians. I'm going to take matters into my own hands now.
We'll be glad to do anything we can to help. I'm sure Dr. Harmon agrees with me after the raid last night.
Yeah, they did quite a little damage, didn't they?
Too bad you weren't here to help us, Mr. Morgan.
What's that?
Oh, she's been listening to Cassidy's fairy tales. We're rid of him now, though. We owe Mr. Morgan an apology. He's explained everything satisfactorily. I'm going up to the caves with him. He's finally agreed to let us go through his property. I'm leaving Pete here to guard you.
All right. I'll do as you say.
Oh, that's fine.
How about it, Hoppy? Shall we mosey back?
No, we'll learn more by waiting and watching. Don't get nervous. If she needs us, she'll signal.
Yeah.
Somebody leaving. There's the signal.
What bit him? The love bug.
Everything all right? Yes. You guessed right. Morgan and Dr. Atwood just left together to go to the Indian caves.
Morgan raided this camp last night to get that herd through. He might have figured to get rid of us, too, or at least stop us.
But why is Dr. Atwood doing this? He's a scientist.
I'm afraid he's fallen for the temptation of getting rich. And remember, he can get to those caves much quicker through Morgan's property.
Maybe there's more solid gold up there, like the handle of this knife.
This is horrible. My father's reputation is at stake.
What's our next move, Hoppy?
I don't know, but I promised Jose there wouldn't be any looting. And there's not gonna be.
Morgan's gonna be dangerous to stop.
We can handle that another way. You stay here with Sue until California and I get back.
Right, Hoppy.
Just how are we going to handle this?
First of all, we got to find Jose.
Supposed to find a cave around here somewhere.
What's the matter? Ain't that map right? Let me see it.
Who's that over there?
It's that Indian kid. He'll know the right trail. Go get him. Hey, you! Come back here!
There they are. Wonder what they shot at.
Maybe the rattler riz up and said, hi, you Brother Morgan.
That was stupid, Morgan.
I'm running this. Come on, let's go and look further.
I wish we could have found Jose before they got this far up.
white man has broken his oath. He has come to rob us.
There was some mistake.
I should not have listened to your friend Cassidy.
Let me see that map.
What has befallen my brother?
The white man Cassidy is coming to rob us.
Cassidy?
Cassidy is good. He will help us. Have no fear. I give my oath by the sacred fire of Tlachan.
He knows not what he is saying.
The oath has been given. Only by the sacrifice of fire can he fulfill it.
But it is the man Cassidy who should pay for this treachery.
You are right, Tulu. I will go and bring this Cassidy here if it be the will of the gods. If not, your brother must keep his pledge to the fires of Tlachan.
I will thank you forever.
Halfway up and they're still taking it easy. Kane's joined them now. They'll be starting up. You keep your eyes on them. I'm going to look for Jose. If they get too close, give me 3 owl hoots, will you?
What kind of owl, Hop?
Stuffed. Stuffed? Xeoli!
You are my prisoner, Cassidy. Wait up.
I'm your friend. I came to help your people.
Again you lie. Now kill me like you tried to kill my grandson, Jose.
Jose? Well, that's the shot I heard.
Finish your work, deceitful man.
Here's your knife. You don't believe me. White men are on their way up here. You must keep your people out of sight.
Hoppy! Hoppy, I put in my head off and you didn't answer.
Well, you didn't hoot loud enough. What's going on?
They're all headed for a cave down there.
Yeah?
There they are, Hoppy.
Lucky and Sue are coming up. They'll run right into Morgan's men. Xeoli, you?
Where'd he go?
I don't know. Never mind him now. I'm going down to see if I can stop Lucky and Sue. You stay here and keep your eyes open.
Signaling for us to go back.
Well, I'm going on just the same.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm going on.
I wish you hadn't started up here. There's going to be trouble.
Well, we had to bring you this.
A warrant for Morgan's arrest for holding up an expedition and murder.
The marshal made Lucky a deputy. Now all he has to do is serve it.
Well, he's down below, but he's got some men with him. That'll have to wait until we get you back where you belong. Come with me.
What of Cassidy?
We met and I was disgraced. If Cassidy spoke the truth, the great god Talakan would have decreed that I was to be the victor in our meeting.
But, Grandfather, the great god Talakan will protect us.
No, I have failed, and because of it, I will be the sacrifice to the fire pit.
You won't have to. I will bring this Cassidy to us at the hour of sacrifice. I swear it.
Get him up. Oh. Come back for your knife, huh?
No. Forgive me.
Forgive me.
I know who you are.
You do, huh?
The strong man, Cassidy.
Well, yeah, I might be, and then again I mightn't. But who might you be?
A messenger sent to show you the treasure caves of my people, where you may become rich.
Yeah?
Come, I will lead you.
Well, now, doggone it, I ought to stay here, because I've got to keep a lookout.
It is very close, and will take a short time. Come, great warrior.
Well... Jumping catfish.
We must hurry. The sun is near to setting. I bring you Cassidy, O grandfather.
He is not Cassidy, this weak old man.
Weak old man? Now, wait a minute. I'll wrestle you any day.
This one is acceptable to Talakan. Get him ready.
Get me ready? Now, wait a minute. Get me ready? Now, wait. Wait. I'm riding along with everybody. Hoppy! Hoppy! Hoo! Hoo! Hoppy, I'm hooting! Hop! Dang.
I heard the name of Cassidy.
You have been feverish, little brother.
Cassidy is our good friend. He will protect us.
Friend. He tried to kill you.
No, it was the other, the wicked one, Morgan.
These are solid gold.
Is that jade?
Sure.
There must be some other caves.
We'll loot them all while we're at it. Get under cover.
Wait, Dr. Harmon may be with them. She'll have to take her chances. Get behind the rocks. Get your gun out, Atwood. You're in this as deep as we are.
Get out of here.
Come on, let's go after them.
Where's California?
Down below here.
Where is he?
I don't know. I left him right here. Here's his boot fragment. And he left here with an Indian.
You say Xeoli blamed you for shooting Jose?
Yes, and that means we got to find him and quick.
You think they might try and take down California?
That's just what I mean.
can't be very far. There's their tracks. Come on.
Tracks lead through here.
Xeoli!
On time, Lucky. We're not here to do you any harm, Xeoli.
Cassidy, my good friend, at last you come.
Yes, I have, Jose. We've had a lot of misunderstandings, but we're going to try to straighten them out right now. Xeoli, there are only a few of you comic people left. You can no longer protect yourselves or your treasures. Why don't you come down off of this mesa and live like the white man does? Then there'll be no more talk of ghost Indians. There'll be no more telling of lies and looting of burial caves.
Come out here. Dust off that warrant. There's your man. Go get him. Put him up, Morgan! All right, my friend.
You are a very good friend of my people.
Thank you, sir. California. Where'd you get that thing?
An Indian squaw give it to me.
Well, you better get rid of it before we get back to bar 20.
She said it was most becoming.
It certainly is. It's a burial headdress.
Burial?
Come on.